Mikel, when you play in these sorts of games, I mean, you played in a few cup ties when you were a player, playing away to smaller teams. Well, how do you sort of prepare the players? Because there's obviously a tight crowd, everyone's on top of you. It's not like a normal league game. How do you prepare them for this?
I make sure that they know what to expect, and you have to broad the pictures, the attention, and the level that they're going to be facing, and paint a little bit the context of that game and what it means for us.
I mean, I think I was looking at your record. I think you played at Millwall, Macclesfield, and Peterborough as a player. Can you sort of remember those games and what they were?
I have flashes. I can't remember every game, but I have flashes, and I had as well some tough experiences. So hopefully we've learned, and we have a really recent one last year.
I presume playing someone like Millwall is quite a test, playing differently to playing in the Premier League.
It is a very different game because they make you face different things in the game that probably you are not used to. It can be the pitch, it can be the opponent, the style of play, the fact that you are in or out in one game is something that you don't play every single day, so you have to get used to it.
It's also, presumably, small stadiums, small dressing rooms. It's all quite alien atmosphere for you guys.
Yeah, but you have to adapt quickly, and I'm sure they have played in much worse stadiums than what we're going to be facing on Monday, because Oxford is a nice place.
Just on a different subject, I mean, we're presuming you're going to make quite a few changes for the game just because of resting, whatever. Someone like Rob Holding, has it been difficult for him, being such a loyal player, probably a longer serving player, not to be able to involve him as much as he would have liked?
But that's the role that players have to have sometimes, and it doesn't mean that they're going to have the same role for the rest of the season, and we have experienced that over the last few years. But Rob in particular has been exceptionally well, because he's always there. The way he trains, when you need it for 15-20 minutes to close the game, now he's always been there, he's always been available, and when they have the opportunity, when you behave like that, after you are ready to give your best, and hopefully that will be the case on Monday.
Does Emil have a chance of playing?
Yes.
Yeah. What's he been like when he's been sort of out? Because in his absence, the team have obviously gone off like that, and he's on the sidelines, and your attacking side is kind of quite settled now. Does he sort of look at it from the outside and think, how am I going to get in? And there's a gap now that perhaps wasn't there before.
He knows that he has the space in the squad to fulfill his potential, that we really like him, that I really like him, and that is a very important player for us. But he knows that now he needs to jump on the train fast enough to have the impact that we all hope that he can have in the season for us.
Where would you see him playing in the current, with Gabriel out, where would you see that sort of role for him?
In various positions, as an attacking midfielder, as a winger.
His return is sort of quite timely because it allows you to, gives you the options maybe to replace Martin or on either of the two wings.
He can do that. He can play as a left attacking midfielder, right? He can play off the left as well. You know, those qualities within those units on the outside is something that he complements really well with, and we will exploit that.
When he's been out, is he the type of boy that kind of deals with, because some players obviously struggle when they're out for that period, and especially with how well the team is doing, what's he like when he's out?
Well, I think you have periods, no? When it's a long injury like the one he had, and there is a surgery in between, we have tried to be really close to him, to give him advice. He's been in different places as well. He's been really good. We talked about his mood, his energy, and how much he has to be living with the team in this period, and he's been really good.
Is the danger not to go too fast with him? I mean, because he's had this injury, it's been going on for probably 6-9 months now.
I think we've been pretty cautious in the last months or so how we have progressed him in terms of training, and at the end you have to throw him out there, and he needs to be able to absorb the minutes, and that's why we have probably extended a little bit his preparation.
Mikel, just one from me. When you joined the club over 3 years ago, there seemed to be a real toxic kind of atmosphere in the fan base and a split fan base. How does it make you feel today to see just how united the Arsenal supporters are, and the home and away support as good as it has ever been?
Well, it's great to see that. Obviously, that transformation hasn't happened overnight, but everyone at the club has contributed that to happen. Obviously, the team had a big say because obviously he has brought that belief and that passion that is needed to want their fans to be proud of the way that the team plays, and it's just great to see that everybody's excited, is buying into what we are doing, and we are all together.
Quite a few of the players are talking about how Gabriel Jesus has helped them even when he's injured, as Eddie was talking about. Can you explain how he's been helping them though? Because none of the players actually said in what way does he help them in terms of the kind of what to do.
Because he's always around the place with a smile on his face, but at the same time really demanding, giving advices, protecting each other. He's been like living with the team, and that's sometimes rare or difficult as well, especially for someone that has been for such a short time at the club. But it really has an impact, and we need that because they really follow him, they really listen to him, and it's a really likable figure in that dressing room.
And he's still on course to be back in the same time frame.
Yeah.